Hello again YouTube, it's Dr. Chimera here with another chaotic disaster. This time we're on to number 8, a racing car from the Orb Retro games. It's a pretty straightforward name, so I'm not expecting anything truly bizarre out of this. So I have a feeling this one's score is going to rely entirely on how good an actual game it is, which is not always a good thing. So it doesn't look like this... Oh, maybe it is. I was going to say, it doesn't look like this car is actually in a race. Oh, I have to hold down one of the buttons for some reason. Oh, perhaps I am in a race. Oh my! So, the slightest touch of bumpers causes immediate vaporization. This game is completely without music, so you just get to listen to... It sounds like a Windows error, like something's frozen up. I seem to be Lightning McQueen, and I'm sure there was an obnoxious, evil green car in Cars. All I know is that he went, which was a questionable choice all around. Oop! Instant annihilation. Where the hell is this going on? There's tents, enormous exploding flowers, trees from around the world. I'm quite tempted just to dive into one of the tiny little shrubs and see if that takes me out. I'm not quite sure yet what constitutes a win or loss here. I don't have a position noted. I have a timer which keeps counting down even after I am disintegrated by the enormous contact between two cars going at roughly the same speed. I guess we'll find out what happens when the timer runs out. Do I have a set amount of road that I've got to cover in that time? Oh. This is one of the more unclear ones in terms of what I'm really meant to be doing. Okay, time up. Game over. So it says stage 1, so the presumption is that there are multiple stages. Yow! I missed that the first time. I'm still really confused as to where this is. Like geographically, it makes very little sense. I also feel like I didn't do too bad in that first one. So I'm worried that in order to succeed, you must spend 100 seconds with 0 flaws in your driving. And honestly, since I'm the only car with a racing stripe. It doesn't feel like I am racing these other cars. It feels like I'm just doing some sort of time trial, and these people are rightfully weirded out as I blast past 100 kilometers per hour. It's most obvious on the blue car, but it kind of looks like they've got little shocked faces. It seems like I'm blasting through like the pioneering days with those old school type of tents and the log cabins. Any second Abraham Lincoln is going to burst out. 100 kilometers per hour ago. Is that Lincoln? I don't know. I ain't American. For those of you who maybe one day find this and who are American, I am an Englishman. I did actually find out something that proves that Lincoln was the best president. Apparently he was a massive cat lover, and during the Civil War, during the siege of somewhere or other, he was found... Why am I now doing... Oh, I can accelerate. Oh, I see, I can like go up a gear if I push up. But that ends up just going ludicrously fast.
Ludicrous speed! Go!
That's curious. Let's give it a go with that in mind. I think it may just... I think it may just be a score gatherer, so it's strange that it... Oof. So it's strange that it says that you have multiple stages. That is ludicrous. You can get up to 300 kilometers per hour. You just can't see what's coming. Anyway, back to my Lincoln Cat story. Let's try it at 200. Supposedly at the siege of some place or other during the Civil War, one of his generals found him not paying attention to what was happening and just petting some stray kittens and just saying, "Oh, kitties, how lucky you are that you have no idea about the terrible strife." I thought, yeah, that's a good guy right there. His wife once scolded him for feeding a cat from the table during an official state dinner, and his response was, "If this gold fork was good enough for the previous presidents, it's good enough for Tabby." And you just can't beat that kind of logic. Whoa, kind of gets like strobe lighty. Whoa! Okay, so it doesn't just accelerate you, it literally accelerates the game. That's probably the most ridiculous way you could possibly do it, so I'm not surprised as to the fact that that's the way they did it. Oh, it's kind of making me nauseous. 17 seconds. 14 seconds. I don't know what kind of racetrack these guys have seen. This ain't it. I was kind of hoping that you could just keep accelerating endlessly. Yeah, I have no idea what constitutes a victory, or indeed what determines your score. I'm actually completely baffled by this, but not in the good way in which I'm laughing. So, racing car, in terms of gameplay, it's radioactive dog garbage. I'm going to give it a 2 out of 10. In terms of strangeness, it scores slightly higher as a 3 out of 10 because I can't understand why they would make this. That's the weird question that it raises. And in terms of name accuracy, though, it's a 10 out of 10. It was a car and it was racing. However, that's racing as in going fast, not as in is in a race. Because I clearly wasn't competing with those people. They weren't there when I started. So it looks like tomorrow is CS Fire, which I suspect is supposed to be Crossfire, which I don't see why they couldn't fit all of that in all the space they've got there. I mean, Dinosaur War is right below it, sandwiched between Racing Car and Dinosaur War, which is significantly longer names anyway. Who knows? Could stand for Child Services Fire. That'll be interesting. So I'll see you tomorrow and we'll find out what on earth's happening.